Hello everybody, I'm Bob with Top Qualifier Marketing, and we started a series on racing. Yesterday I talked about autocross and rallycross. I will expand on that more in the future, but right now I'm just going to give you different kinds of racing. This time I think I'll talk about drag racing. Everybody seems to know drag racing. This is what I always figured, that everybody in the city was a drag racer, because it was stoplight to stoplight type stuff. You know, when you're a kid, or your dad would be talking about that car's faster, that one's faster, or whatever, if they even talked about that. But mine did. I do. So that's the way it's supposed to be. But stoplight to stoplight is when you hear you see the Corvette or the Lamborghini or whatever. They always talk from the 0 to 60 speeds and how fast they can get to them. Well, in drag racing, it's quarter mile. And if you look at the specs, they'll always show a quarter mile spec for the new cars. And it's just because drag racing kind of got embedded in everybody. And it was kind of what the old hot rodders did to show who had the fastest car. And at that time, I think it was who had the fastest car. Now it's kind of who has the biggest bank book to have the fastest car. So you're racing dollar for dollar. But it's still, they still have classes. They have entry-level classes, and they have what they call bracket racing. And bracket racing is a lot of fun. You can go in and just run your street car again. They do have pro classes, sportsman classes, all different classes that you can move upward in, but you can go out with your stock car and run it. And they run bracket racing. Bracket racing basically is you go from point A to point B, or start to finish, in a quarter mile, and you tell how fast you're going to go through that distance. All right, and say you're going to do it in 20 seconds, okay, because your cars were kind of slow. And so 20 seconds. Well, this guy in his Mustang pulls up and he says, well, he can do it in 15 seconds. Well, you get a 5-second head start, and then whoever finishes first wins. And so that's how they do bracket racing. And so you have to be very consistent to win in bracket racing. And they have what they call a package. Now, I don't know if you've seen, they have like a Christmas tree, and it has like yellow lights that come down, and then the green light turns on. Now, if you leave too early, a red light comes on. So you watch the yellow lights come down until the green comes on. Now, actually what you want to do is leave just a hair before the green light comes on, and that way you'll leave right when it comes on, and that's called reaction time. The reaction time is how long it takes you to leave the line, or to break the beam that you're in at the very beginning, the light beam that goes across to stage you to where you don't get a head start on the other guy just by pulling up too far. And when the green light comes on, you run to the other end. Now, if your reaction time is real good on a 4/10 tree, it would be 4, okay, 4/10. So that would be your perfect time. 5/10 tree, of course, would be 5. So you want to get as close to that as possible. And then, of course, you want to go down the quarter mile and do it in as close to the time that you said you were going to do it in time. So you got to have that all together. If you're real close on the reaction time and real close on the dial, then you probably are going to win the race. And that's the way that bracket racing runs. Now, they've got all kinds of delay boxes. They've got all kinds of stuff in cars that just make this amazing type racing to watch. The best racing to watch as far as spectator goes is your top fuel, top alcohol cars. Those cars are just fast. These cars are going in excess of 300 miles an hour in a quarter mile. So a 0 to 60 time of 3.8 seconds. This guy's done a quarter mile in that time. So your Corvette that you just thought was a big bad boy on the street, this guy can go a quarter mile when you do 60 feet, and the cars have actually gotten so fast now that they've taken the quarter mile and made it 1,000 feet, because the cars are going too fast, and they're trying to slow them down but still give the thrill. So some parts of the country are running 1/8 mile the big races have moved the big cars down to 1,000 feet. They still run a quarter mile for the smaller sportsmen and entry-level cars. But that's kind of the entry type thing on racing, you know, as far as drag racing goes. And you're not supposed to do it on the street, so go to the racetrack and do it. You can find out how fast your car is in a safe environment. And so that's drag racing. Next, I'll talk about something else. Leave your comments below. Once again, come race with us, and talk to you later. Thank you.